Welcome. If you're not joining me live, welcome. We have this brief pause, as we most likely know by now, for me just to make sure everything is working. Making sure technology is on our side this morning. I do hope so. So tomorrow is going to be the last one. And looks like YouTube is working. Yes. Takes about 20 seconds to make sure everything's working. So thank you so much. So it's the penultimate today. Tomorrow's going to be the last one. So let's make the most of it. We're going to start off lying down. We're going to go through a little journey today. So coming to lie down, and if it feels comfortable, we'll bring the knees into the chest to start with. So if it doesn't feel comfortable, keep your feet on the floor. And wherever you are, just have a little rock from side to side. See if you can soften your lower back, soften your shoulders. And just notice if you're holding tension anywhere in your body. And if you are, can you invite a little softening? 10 minutes is a quick burst in the body, so just go mindfully. And then we'll pause somewhere in the middle. Bring the knees into the chest if they're not there already. Bring a hand onto each knee, and we'll just start to take some little knee circles. So taking the knees apart and together again. We're going a little bit into the hips this morning, a little bit into the shoulders as well. Reverse the circles the opposite way. And then come into the center. Now, your choice. If you've got a strong back, strong tummy, keep the knees lifted. If you prefer, bring your feet to the floor. I'm going to take the arms out wide, palms facing up, and start to take the knees left to right. So this can be feet on the floor or knees lifted. And as you rock, can you encourage your shoulder blades into the ground? So a nice openness into the chest, softening into the shoulders. Okay, and then very steady, we'll take the knees over to one side, bringing them down. Just adjust the knees so you're comfortable, so you can let that right shoulder relax if you've gone to the left. Turning your head away from the knees. Soften the ribs, take a nice breath. And as you breathe out, come back through center, take it over to the other side. Just adjust the legs, make sure you're comfortable. It's all about what feels right in your body. See if you can let the opposite shoulder be heavy, maybe turn your head that way, relax your neck, relax your jaw. Take a nice big breath. And as you breathe out, come back through center. We'll just take both legs up to the sky. Don't have to straighten them, but just give them a little bit of a rub. Wherever you feel the urge. And then we'll gently bring ourselves up into a seat. Run out of room in my space left. And then coming, good morning Maxine, we come to hands and knees. And we're going to extend the right leg out behind you. Bring the toes to the ground. Just have a stretch through that leg. Gently lift your ribs up, your tummy up. See if you can reach through the crown of the head. Soften your shoulders. And then float that leg up. We'll bend the knee, point the toes up, and just a couple of pulsations just to warm up the hamstrings quite quickly. So I'm going to take it into a nice leg stretch in a moment. And then lower that knee down. We'll bring left toes to the ground. So extend left leg out behind you, toes to the ground. Ribs lift up, crown of the head reaches forward, stretching into that back leg. And then float that leg up, bend the knee, and we'll take those pulsations on that side. Okay, bring that leg down. And make sure you've got your knees hip distance apart. Maybe walk your hands forwards a little bit. Just going to stretch the shoulders. So take the arm up, right arm up. And as you breathe out, reach through. Reach as far as you can. And then see if you can bring either the forearm down. Maybe you can lower the head and the shoulders. We'll bring the opposite hand, your left hand in front of your face. Gently push into that hand. See if you can roll a little bit over to the right side. Let those right ribs come under. Nice little twist. So if you can relax the shoulder, take a nice breath. As you breathe out, push through your hand. And then start to unwind and breathe in, open that arm up to the sky. Breathing out to lower. Take the opposite arm up, opening the chest. Breathing out, reach through as far as you can. And then once you've reached that far, bring the forearm down and then maybe the shoulder, maybe the left ear. Bring the right hand in front of your face, gently push into that hand and see if you can roll a little bit over to the left. See if those left ribs will come under a little bit more. And relax the shoulders, take a nice breath. And then breathe out, let go. Push through your hand, open up, big stretch out to the sky, and then bring the hands down. Okay, I'm just gonna turn around so you can see. Gonna extend the right leg out behind you again, toes to the ground, and then slide those toes all the way out to the right side. So we have a wide-legged leg. Fingertips on the floor or palms, but trying to turn the toes to face forwards. So the same direction as your chest and pushing gently into the heel, into the little toe side of the foot. We're going to walk the fingers in, bring yourself up. This is kind of half kneeling state. Right hand rests palm up on your straight leg. Left arm reaches up and over. Side bend, opening up. Try not to let the shoulder roll. Forwards, open up. Take a nice big breath, reach through. Breathe out to soften. I'll take one more breath here. As you breathe out, tummy draws in, lift yourself up, and we'll just flip it up and over the opposite way. Think of a long line from your foot to your hands. Soften that top shoulder, nice big breath. And then bring it up, bring it down, hands to the floor. You're going to take your left arm out to the side, reach it up, and then thread through as if you were going to grab your left big toe. Reach through, just like we've just done. See if you can bring the forearm to the floor, maybe your head, your shoulders. Right arm can stay, the hand can stay in front of your face, or you could reach it forwards and look underneath your right arm. It's a little bit of a twist. See if the left ribs will come under. Nice and firm through that right foot. Take a nice breath, with a pretzel shape, isn't it? Nice big breath. And as you breathe out, slide your right hand in, uncurl, reach up. And bring that hand down. Going to slide that right foot back out behind you, extend the toes to the ground, stretch through. And then bring that knee in. We'll take it to the opposite side. The left leg out behind you, toes to the ground. And then slide that leg all the way out to the left. See if we can bring the toes to face forwards, grounding through. You can have a little bend in that knee if you need to. Walk the fingers in, lift it up. Left hand, palm face up on your left leg. Okay. Take the right arm up to the sky, lean over, relaxing the shoulders and trying to roll that right shoulder back. Don't let it come forwards. Opening the chest. Imagine the heart lifting up. Notice where you feel the next breath. As you breathe out, tummy draws in to lift you up. We can take it over the other side. Right fingers could come to the floor as well if you've got long arms. But don't compromise the shape. So we want a nice length through the body. Try and relax the shoulders, take a nice big breath. And then bring it all the way up. Fingertips to the floor. Right arm reaches up to the sky. And then reach through, thread through. As if you're going to grab your left toes. Forearm to the ground, maybe the shoulder, maybe the head. Left hand can slide forwards if you feel comfortable. And you can try and draw your ribs under so you can look under the left arm. So that same stretch on your shoulder. Take a nice big breath. And as you breathe out, slide your hand in, unravel, reach up. Bring it down. You're going to take that foot back out behind you, toes to the ground, stretching through. And then slowly take it up into downward dog. See how it feels, pedal the legs out. See how the shoulders feel. And then we're going to walk into the center of your mat, bring the fingers to meet the toes into a forward fold. Nice bend into the knees, slowly roll up to standing. And then step your feet out wide, face the long edge of your mat. And again, see if you can face the toes, same direction, okay? A little softness in the knees, hands to the hips, hinge it forwards. See how it feels, bend the knees as much as you need to. And you can stay here, you could bring maybe fingertips to the floor. Or maybe you can start to walk your fingers forwards like a downward dog. So you want to bend the knees slightly. So reach the fingers forwards and kind of draw the bum back. And you can aim to bring your ears in line with the arms, looking between the legs. So arms are extended out in front of you. Big juicy stretch. And our little kind of final shape. Just take your gaze forwards. You're going to keep your right fingers on the ground if you're there, and then take your left hand underneath. And it might be that you can find your thigh, your shin, or maybe your ankle or your foot. Try not to hold on to the knee. And we try and look under the right arm. So you can bend your knees generously here. If you're struggling to reach the floor, it's always good to have a block or a bottle or something you can just rest your hands on. So just while we're here, just a little extra juicy bit. So if you can bend into your left knee, so the opposite leg, and start to take your weight over to the left and try, see if you can then look a little bit more under the right arm. This is my new favorite stretch. Take a nice big breath. And as you breathe out, unravel. Take the left fingers forward, straighten the left leg-ish. And then right arm reaches through. So maybe you find your thigh, your shin, maybe you reach the foot, but don't force it. And then draw your chest underneath, as if you're going to look underneath your left arm. And then you can bend slightly into the right knee. Shift your weight over to the right. And see if the right ribs will draw under just a little bit more. Take a nice breath. And as you breathe out, unravel. Going to slide your fingers in towards your feet, nice bend into the knees, and just gently fold forwards, maybe straighten the legs a little bit. Relax the shoulders, shake the head wherever you are. And then look forwards. We're going to bring the heels in, the toes, the heels and the toes, and the heels and the toes. Come into a forward fold. And then slowly, slowly, you've got to bend the knees, chin to the chest, roll up. The head comes up, last of all the way up to standing. Ooh. And then take the arms out wide, reach them up to the sky. And breathe out, bring the hands down to your heart. I'm going to come down to kneeling because I just cut my head off YouTube. Bring a big smile to your face. Feel it in your eyes. Can you feel it in your eyes? Smile, it's going to be a lovely day again. So happy. Bowing the head to the hands, the mind to the body. Namaste. Thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you. Still supporting Myton this week. If you haven't donated and would like to, every pound makes a difference. So thank you so very much. Have a lovely day. Thank you. Let me end YouTube. And I shall end Facebook. Thank you very much.